What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So today's video is going to be a little bit different. I'm in here in the house, and I don't know if you guys remember whenever I bought my trailer, my new trailer, I mentioned something about that the salesman told me that it was supposed to have a dump valve on it, and it did not have. After I got home, it was raining whenever I picked it up, and whenever I made it in, I got up under it the next day or whatever, or next couple of days, I don't remember now, but anyway, I got up under there and looked over and did a video on that and showed you guys it did not have a dump valve on it. And so I got in touch with the salesman and I asked him about it, and he said, well, it's supposed to have, and he said, let me go and look. He went and looked and went and pulled up the specs on the trailer, and he did not see where it showed to have one, and he had told me that it did. It had the separate seven-way harness for the the yellow cord that plugs up that would operate additional accessories, lights, dump valve, etc. on the trailer. It did have that on the front. It's pre-wired. The wires are run back between the spread axles and curled up in a loop with zip ties on them. So all that's there. It just does not have the dump valve on it. And so he offered to send me a dump valve, or told me that I could come back by and when he got it in, if they would install it or whatever. I live quite a ways from the place that I bought the trailer from, and so I told him, if he wanted to just send me a dump valve, that would be great. I could put it on. It wasn't that big a deal. It's only held on with a couple of bolts and a couple of air fittings that I would have to pick up or whatever, and then I'd have to wire the wire up. But that would be better for me than the fuel, because I think I spent like close to a couple of $100s in fuel whenever I went to go get this trailer. So anyway, that's what he said. He said he would send me a dump valve. Well, it took about a month or so, and I just am about to give up on it. I was like, it's been a month, and probably not never hear from the guy again or whatever. Because usually when you deal with a salesman or whatever, usually they sell you whatever it is that you're interested in buying, and then they usually don't have any more time to talk to you. And at least that's been my experience with salesmen. And this one, he kind of, he had plenty of time to talk to me as usual whenever, before you buy the trailer, but after you buy the trailer, you call to ask about something, they're busy and they get back with you kind of deal. Anyway, so I didn't think much else about it. I wasn't gonna, waste a whole lot of time dealing with that, because the dump valve is only like $90 or something. It's less than $100, depending on where you get it. And I actually had one in my cart on eBay. I had one picked out, the exact same dump valve and everything, and I had it picked out and was going to buy it, and I was just kind of waiting to see if he was actually going to send me one or if he was just saying that. And it wasn't that big a deal to me anyway, because the truck that I have now, I've never wired it for a dump valve. My old truck, the blue truck, and my old trailer had a dump valve on it, and I had a switch on the dash of my old truck. For the dump valve, it would dump the rear airbags on that spread axle so you could turn easier. And anyway, whenever I got the white truck, I never did put a switch on the dash and run the wire back there to it. And so I haven't had one since I had the white truck, so it wasn't that big a deal. The only time I really use it is backing in a really tight spot, which I try to avoid. I try to time the places I stop at where I have room to back in or pull in. Try to avoid crowded places when possible, and just avoid putting myself in that situation. But sometimes you got to. It is very useful to have a dump valve in that situation. And there's one place that I deliver to every now and again that is an end of a cul-de-sac, and they want you to go down to the cul-de-sac and make a U-turn and come back loaded, and you just drag your trailer around. But aside from those two scenarios, I don't use one a whole lot, so that's why I hadn't been too worried about it. But anyway, I came back the other day, and on my doorstep was a brand new dump valve. And so I'm going to show you guys that here. This is a Henderson AK53 is the part number, and that's what's on here, air control kit. And this is what it looks like for those of you who do not know. That's just a little solenoid here. It's got two screws to hold it on. You got a hot in the ground, and you splice into your air supply line that goes to your airbags, and then you have an exhaust port and the line that goes to your airbags there. So it's not too hard to put on. And what that does is a solenoid in here, and when you apply the 12 volts to it, it's normally open so air flows through it in the off position, and to air up all your bags. And whenever you apply 12 volts to it, it closes off the line here, your supply line, and it dumps the valve or the bags over here out of the exhaust here, and so that lets the rear bags on the trailer go down and lets the trailer on your spread pivot on the front axle, and that way you can make a really sharp turn. It also shortens your turning radius because that front axle is about 14 foot in front of the from the back of the trailer, so it shortens your trailer up as well and lets the back end of it have some tail swing to swing around out there. So anyway, as I say, this was not, you know, a deal killer, but you know, I am glad that he went ahead and sent it. I really was not expecting that, as I say, and so I got that in, and then I also got another gift over there from him, and I'm going to show you that here in just a second. I don't know when I will get a chance to put this here on. As I say, it's not a huge deal, and I've been pretty busy, and so that's why I have not been too worried about it. I had not been able to make a whole lot of videos on anything either, and just been busy with the lumber shortage and everything that they claim they got going on. I've been trying to help them out, you know what I mean? So been kind of busy. A lot of people have asked me why I don't do like vlogging videos like a lot of the truck drivers do and all that sort of stuff. Most of the people that's doing that is hauling off of just anything that's, every load is different, and I feel that's a little more entertaining than what I do. I've mentioned this before, I think, but most of my freight comes from the same shipper, and I have like a handful of places that I generally like to go. Sometimes I go to some different places or whatever, and you know, that's fine and well, but as long as there's freight going to the places I like to go, I kind of choose from those places. I got like, you know, a handful of places I really like to go, and so I just kind of bounce back and forth, you know, between those places. Is what I try to do, as long as they have freight going to those places. If not, you know, then I'll have to get something different, go, you know, somewhere else I might not like to go. But if it's like it is right now, the freight's been pretty good, and you know, I kind of bounce back between the handful of places I like to go. It kind of doesn't leave a whole lot for, you know, filming. If I pick up, you know, a load of lumber and go to this place, I pick up a load of lumber, go to this other place, I pick up a load of lumber and go back to this other place I was just at. It's not very entertaining. It's not worth, you know, filming, in my opinion. So that's why I don't do any kind of, you know, trucking style vlogs or whatever. It's usually kind of boring and the same old thing, you know, just a different day. So that's why. But anyway, I'm going to show you this other thing they sent me over here that I thought was really cool. I don't have a lot of use for it, but thought it was neat anyway. So this is the other thing they sent me here. They sent me some mugs here, like you drink coffee. I'm not a big coffee drinker, but I thought that was pretty cool. And shows all their locations and stuff on there. But I don't have a lot of use for them. I may use them one day when I get older. I may take up coffee drinking. I like to drink a lot of Cokes, way too many Cokes. They sent me some cupcakes in here in a little tin can. I tried one of them out, but I'm not really a fan of their chocolate chip cupcakes. I'm not really a fan of stuff like that, like cupcakes. I'll eat some like some home baked chocolate chip cookies and stuff from time to time, but I'm just not really a big fan of like cupcakes and that sort of stuff, and sweets and whatnot. So anyway, thought that was a nice gesture that they sent that out to me as well. You know, I'm sure a lot of smaller places would not have done that. So I thought that was pretty cool. That was another surprise that I got a different day when I came in. That was sitting on my doorstep. So anyway, I just want to kind of do a video and let you guys know what's going on. Let you know that I did receive the dump valve on the trailer. I did not expect to receive that, but the guy told me that, you know, it was supposed to be one on there, and he sent me one to put on there. And as I say, he told me if I had time to bring it back, they would put it on there, but that would cost me more money than what it would do for me just put that on there sometime in my spare time. As I say, not the end of the world. And I did get a thank you gift for spending my hard-earned money with them. So that's always nice as well. You know, just a little complimentary gift. You know, a little bit goes a long way on stuff like that. So overall, pretty happy with that. Yeah, I've been, you know, as I say, busy. I'm gonna put try to put a video out if I don't forget about the financing, because I was looking whenever I was trying to buy the trailer about financing, what my options were, whatever. And the finance rate, what was a good thing. I still plan to try to put a video together on that at some point. I'm actually supposed to be hauling a load this afternoon, but I had something happen with my truck, which I'm going to save for a different video. It's nothing major, but it's something I needed to kind of get taken care of, so I'm going to put that in a separate video. And I'll take care of that tomorrow, this afternoon, or tomorrow. And whenever I get the video done for it and whatever. So anyway, guess I'll go ahead and wrap this up, and thanks for watching. We'll see you guys in the next video.